Welcome to the channel. Welcome to Kryptonite Core. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's a rainy off and on day here in Greenville, North Carolina. Greenville. Um, I think it feels good. I think it feels amazing. It feels tremendous. Um, yeah. So I love it when the weather changes like this. It feels good outside. What's going on, everybody? What's going on? Welcome to the channel. Thank you for subscribing. Lily's Vlogs. I got a lunchly at 4 or less. Cool. Was it good? Was it delightful? What's going on, Dan? What's up, man? You good? I'm great. I'm incredible. My leg has improved drastically. I'm very, very lucky. Snapchat. What a app it is. What a piece of crap it is. What's going on? Where are you? I'm in my apartment in the United States, brother. What type of channel are you? I'm the type of channel that posts every single day. All right, every single day I post between 12 and 16 videos a week. So if you want a channel that's dedicated, all right, that's me. It's me. All right. If you want a channel that's eventually going to become better and better, and every single day that they make content, that's going to be me. Oh, me. All right. So what type of channel are you? Dude, I go on adventures. I explore. All right. I put scripture up there. Scripture is very important to me. Jesus Christ is very important to me. I need to get closer to him, but he's very important to me. So I want the whole world to know who he is. And play video games, anime. I talk about anything and everything. So it's really determinant of what we talk about is up to you as the viewer. It's up to you. All right. So I mean, we could talk about anything. We can go back in time and talk about some classic movie stars or whatever. I like Jack Lemmon, to be honest. To be frank with you, I think he's one of the greatest actors of all time. But he's probably before a lot of you people were alive. He was before me too, but he passed away in 2002. So random live on YouTube Shorts. Actually, that's what they promote. So it's not really random. A lot of people do this. So it's good, actually. It's one of the best ways to build up your community on YouTube. So, Danny boy, you're late to the party, all right? Because a lot of people do this. A lot of people do this. So it's not random at all, because I do this every single day. So if it was random, it'd be my first time doing it out of 6 months that I've been streaming for, over a year. That'd be random, but this is not random. What's going on from Germany? Yeah, we got another person from Germany. I think that's my second or third person from Germany. SK from Germany. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to Kryptonite Core. Yes. Hope everybody's having a tremendous day. We went from 3 to 17 to 18 to 7 to 2. That's what happens here, live and in color. All right, so probably in a few moments I'm going to jump on the game, Oh, somebody just said shut up. That's nice. Not really. You should be like, let's talk about this. All right. But yeah, I'm not going to shut up if they were talking to me. I'm going to be loud and proud, and yeah. Jack Lemmon was great with Walter Matthau. Yeah, woo! Somebody knows who they are. Yes, they were actually best friends. They go all the way back to, I believe, the 1940s, maybe the 1930s, when they were starting to star in many, many movies together. I think they started in over 20 to 30 movies together, and they were in some good movies. Man, Angry Old Men. Yeah, The Odd Couple Part 2, Angry Old Men, and then Angrier Old Men. Those are some of my favorites right there. They're really good. Two of the very best. Most people today, though, that are younger, may know Walter Matthau from being, the grumpy old man in Dennis the Menace. Um, it's incredible. I think there are most of the actors from that era are all dead. They're all passed away. But I go back and I watch their content all the time because their content is inspirational. Um, you know, a lot of the celebrities from back then, I really like a lot of them. Um, yeah, so The Odd Couple, one of my favorites, though. I love that movie. Yes. And they actually, so the fun thing about The Odd Couple, it actually started as a play, and the two main actors in that weren't even, in the discussion for the movie when the first movie came about. But yeah, Jack Lemmon and Walter Matthau were, and they hit it out of the park. And they would make a second one, and then years later, I think it was close to 10 to 15 to 20 years later, something like that. I don't know exactly, but the first one was made in the 60s, and then the next one, I believe, was made in the 70s or 80s. So it's about 15 to 20 years later. Um, they made the TV show The Odd Couple. And then I think it was maybe 10 to 15 years after that, um, probably close to like 95, early 2000s, they made another Odd Couple, which didn't last near as long. And then recently they tried to make another Odd Couple too. And you can't get better than the um, pretty much the original Odd Couple, Jack Lemmon and Walter Matthau. Bob Hope was really funny too. Yeah, Bob Hope. I haven't really watched too many Bob Hope movies, to be completely fair with you. Um, but he was in a lot of movies with another good act. Well, he wasn't really tremendous. He wasn't known for his acting. He was known for his singing. He was in a lot of movies with Bing Crosby. Okay, like they go a travel or a trip from Morocco or whatever the heck the movies were called, but they would go to Morocco or they go to Egypt or whatever. They had like 12 different movies where it was Bob Hope and Bing Crosby in these movies together, and they were both great together. Um, Bing Crosby's known for his singing voice, um, mainly it's this time of year when Bing Crosby and, good old Frank Sinatra, good old Faithful Blue Eyes, um, their music hits worldwide, and they are known around the globe because of that. And they both have been dead for a long time. All right, Frank Sinatra, he passed away in the late 90s, 90, 98, I believe. Yeah, 98. And then Bing Crosby died in the late 70s. I believe he died in like 77. Okay, the same year as Elvis Presley, the same year as Groucho Marx, which is crazy. I don't really care for Elvis Presley, but I do know that because Elvis Presley died on the same day as Groucho Marx, who's my favorite comedian. And Groucho's death at that time in 1977 was overlooked because Elvis Presley died on the same day or a few days later or something like that. Um, because Elvis was a big deal at that time and Elvis, was addicted to drugs and stuff. So he passed away because of, complications with drugs and, overdosing. Well, not really overdosing, but, he died on the crapper because of drugs. What a great way to go out. But Groucho died at the age, he was late, he was in his 80s, had a long life, born in the late 1800s, and lived until the 1977. But his death was overlooked. Sad. So people didn't even realize he was dead, except those that were close to him. Check out his USO performances. I'll have to look into that. I don't even know what that is, but I'll have to look into that. I like watching Hollywood Graveyard, which he's done tremendous on YouTube as well. But I started watching him years ago to get inspiration about What celebrities do I not know? Which celebrities do I know? But most importantly, what movies should I check out from these guys? So it's really cool to think. My grandparents used to have dinner with Perry Como in Jupiter, Florida. Used to have dinner with him. Oh man. Well, that's an honor. I never, none of my parents had dinner with that kind of with that kind of fame. But we did my family's actually related to Pocahontas, but that's way down the chain. But never had dinner with her or anything like that. But that's pretty nifty. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Little Perry. Yep. Life is good. It's better when you watch old movies, old TV shows, which at the time they thought that was like the greatest of all, But nowadays, you look back and some of those movies became classics and stuff because of not necessarily who was in them, but because how they were done and stuff. And then you look back and see how these people lived their lives. Some good, some bad, some indifferent. Like Humphrey Bogart, the Humphrey Bogart. I don't like his performances in movies. I've only seen one of his movies, and it's Academy Award-winning movie, but don't really care for it because he had the same type of character in every single one of his movies, where he was smoking, drinking, and he was doing both very heavily because and that's actually what he passed away from. He's passed away from it was I believe throat cancer or something like that. It was something with his throat. Basically, after smoking that much, he would smoke like 5 to 7 packs of cigarettes a day, and he would drink a lot too. So when he was in I can't remember the name of the movie. It's one of his great movies. But when he was in that movie, that's all he did. And everything that I've seen him in, he was smoking a cigarette or drinking alcohol. And he died young. Like he could have been, if he wouldn't have done that, if he wouldn't have abused his body like that, he probably would have lived long, long life, until like probably just as long like Jack Lemmon, maybe he probably maybe died a few years earlier, a few years after, whatever, but he died around 70 years before, maybe 60 years before these dudes died, and he died. Well, I think he was a few years older than Jack Lemmon because he was born actually in the 1800s, I believe. So he probably would have died around the same time as Groucho Marx. So, but I'm not positive about that. But he just abused those things, and nowadays I stay away from those damn things because I want to have a long, good life. Not good as in what other people see it as. They're like, oh, that was a good life or that was a bad life. I want to look in the mirror when I'm older and say, you know what, John, you had a pretty good life. You met good people, you stayed faithful to God, and you did what made you ultimately happy, And I don't want to be like, well, John, you made other people thought you had a good life, because that may or may not be meaning that you personally had a good life, And good life doesn't necessarily represent good, like wealth or good genes or anything like that. It just means, you were sincere in every single decision you made, and you were good in every decision. So Humphrey Bogart, African Queen, is in Key Largo, Florida. Oh, really? Check that out. But Humphrey Bogart was What's going on, Eamon? Emon. It sounds like a Digimon. Ow! I just popped my knee, man. Whoa! That did not sound good at all. It was interesting, but it didn't sound good. It didn't feel good either. Whew. Man, I don't know if I busted my kneecap. I don't know what I did. It doesn't hurt to the touch necessarily, but it pops a lot. But Humphrey Bogart's main thing that brought him to fame was his deep voice. You know, not that kind of deep voice, but it was the deep voice. You know, I thought him in there was a gangster movie I really liked from the that came out in like the '60s. Um, but he's in that movie, and he did an okay job. But the guy that stole the show was not Humphrey Bogart. Do da ba do ba da ba do da do. I got pictures with it. And look at you, man. That's awesome. That's pretty. I like that. Yeah, I like that. That's cool. Unknown Equinox says, I hope your evening is going well and that morning was good. Hope you are, brother. My evening is going all right. All right. It's sprinkling on and off here in North Carolina, or this section of North Carolina. All right. I think it feels wonderful outside right now. Just not too warm, not too cold. It's perfect fall weather. Morning was good. Got up a few minutes earlier, and peaceful morning. Well, actually, there was a neighbor that was. I don't know why the hell she was talking so damn loud, but she was talking loud. Um, but I just went along with my business, drunk some coffee, we cleaned up, and I still don't understand why she was talking that damn loud. But you know, it's 2 o'clock in the well. It started around 2 o'clock in the morning, and then I went back to sleep, or tried. You know, I went back to sleep, and then I woke up around 3:20, and she was louder than before, and I was like, "Why? What are you doing?" Like that's what I was thinking. But then I just got up, drunk coffee. I couldn't hear her in the living room. I could in the damn bathroom or the bedroom, but it just seemed like she was in her bathroom when she was doing this. But if it's that early in the morning, people just need okay. You need to be respectful of other people's damn like rest. All right, I guess probably that's the best way to put it because other people are resting, other people are sleeping, and it just you don't have to whisper, but good Lord, I mean don't talk like that. Good Lord, she was talking loud. Good Lord. And my evening is all right. I am letting my knee breathe right now because I busted it good and cleaned it up a little bit. Woo! And then a moment ago, I just bent it a little bit, and then it just popped. And I may have done something to it, but I just don't know what. So I can bend it more than I could the other day. So that's great. But I think it's just severely bruised, but that doesn't answer for why it's popping so loudly. So I think I damaged something. I just don't know what. Maybe I'm more flexible and more, whatever than I was before, but I don't know. Don't know. And then I went and got some pizza, and the lady who rung me up the other day when I cracked my knee open, and literally, I have life to do. I mean, I might be injured, but Friday I went in there, or no, it wasn't Friday. It was Sunday I went in there, and I had blood pouring down my leg. All right, happy to say it. I had blood pouring down my leg. I could barely stand on my leg. I can't bend it at all or anything. And went in. That was one of two destinations I went to, and the lady was like, "So she was concerned Sunday. She was definitely concerned Sunday, right?" And so I was like, "Everything will be okay, all right." I felt like falling asleep. Good lord. But so I went back in there today to get another pizza because groceries are too damn high. So I go get pizza and it lasts me about 2 or 3 days, and then I go back and get me another pizza, right? And so today I went in there and there was another, cashier and stuff. But then she came around the corner and she, was asking me about my knee and stuff. And I told her, I said, I think it's just extremely bruised, and stuff. And she said, that, oh, we are worried about you. And I was like, well, I mean, hey, you're more worried than I am. All right. I said, my leg could be decapitated right now. It could be taken out. I could have lost my leg and I would have been perfectly okay. All right. But you seem like it's bothering you a lot. So, I mean, hey, cool. I mean, well, it's not cool. She's worried. You shouldn't worry about that much. But she was worried that something was going to happen to me. And they were like, "You could have went to the doctor and you could have told me you had no insurance." I was like, "Lady, let me look at you straight in the eyes." I said, "I have insurance." I said, "I just don't want to go to the doctor and have to go through that hassle of paying them a dime when I can take care of this myself." If it's a broken bone, it's a little different. All right, I'll be wobbling around, side to side for a couple weeks to a month, looking like looking like I need some help. All right, some physical, emotional support. But this particular time in my life, I could look in the mirror and say, "John, you're tough. All right, you're tough. You can get through this." And nothing's, I'm not really super tough, I guess, but I guess I am. I guess my pain tolerance is really high because, I mean, it hurts, but other people would be like, "I gotta go to the doctor," and I'm like, who knows what the doctor's really gonna do? Are they gonna give you a shot in your rear end or something? I don't know. But me personally, there's something wrong with it. There's something wrong with my knee, but I, hey, I'm happy in life right now. I'm having a good time, and just about to play a video game and having a live stream go on that's not screwing up and everything. We're having a good old time over here, having a good old faithful conversation with some good old people on YouTube. Two people, but good people in the general. And life's good. Busted kneecap or anything. Woo! I might have to pop it again. I don't know. Maybe it's a good thing if it pops. I don't know. Maybe it's a bad thing. I don't know. But it's cool. It's awesome. I just met this lady the other day, and she just seems super concerned. Um, I mean, you can be concerned. I will remain not concerned at all. It's a really nice thing when you can just gulp down a big old jug of milk. That's not a jug, but that's a big old giant glass, and just feel like your strength just comes back, and just feel the pain in your knee just get worse. All right. Woo. And people at work were saying, "John, you should probably take some Bayer aspirin." They were telling me to take Tylenol or ibuprofen, and I said, "Definitely not taking ibuprofen. That stuff's going to make your heart explode." I said, "I'll take Bayer aspirin if I take anything." Guess what? I haven't taken a dang pill yet. Because to me, it's not to the point where I have to take a pill. It's not to the point where I need to take medicine in order to cure my condition of my knee being busted open and bleeding all over the place like a stuffed pig. I don't think so. I don't think it's to the point yet. It might get it potentially could get to that point, I guess, but I don't think so. And it probably would help, but I don't care if it helps, No, I'm just kidding. I yeah, I don't think it will help to the point that people might think that it helps because I have a high pain tolerance. So when I do take medicine, it's because, that's the last resort that I have to hold on to this life, kind of thing. So anyways, probably in a few more moments. A few more moments. Ow. I'm gonna turn that game system on. A game. I don't know what I'm gonna play tonight, but I'm gonna play something. You guys have any more questions, comments, concerns, anything like that? There's only two of you. Two people's a great number. All right? I don't know who's watching. I don't know who the two participants are that are in that lobby right now just watching. But there's two people. That's not me. It's two people. Just two people. watching the stream. That's amazing. But to whoever those two people are, if you have any comments or concerns before I jump into a world unknown to this planet, or more importantly, unknown to me, drop them in the comments and I'll answer ASAP. I'll wait a second. Oh, both participants have left. All right, cool. All right, so this is what's going to happen. Ugh. I'm going to jump on the game because there's nobody here. And I'm not going to really wait for an invitation to see, like, hey, I'm here, kind of thing. So, Lucian and, the agent aren't here. Lucian's always late. Agent, when I first started doing these live streams, like, weekly and stuff, he was always here, always dedicated, and now he's not showing up at all. So, just gotta continue building the audience. That's what you gotta do. So that's what I'll do. But I hope y'all are having a tremendous day. A good old faithful day. Okay, today's Wednesday. It's almost Thursday. It's almost the end of the week. All right, and then a week from tomorrow it's Thanksgiving. And the thing is, what are you guys thankful for? There's nobody watching, but what are you guys thankful for? I'll answer. I'll go first. There's nobody here, but I'll go first. Okay. What I'm thankful for. Okay, first of all, I'm thankful for the few family members that I do talk to. Okay, I don't really talk to too many of my family members anymore. There's only a handful of them that I talk to and communicate with. My mother, you got to talk to my mom. You got to talk to your mother. You got to talk to your dad. I wish my dad was still here for I could verbulate to him what I'm going through in life and get his tips, and pointers and stuff. But I know he's here with me. Right here. All right? But I'm very happy every single day that I get to contact my mom and say, Mom, thank you for being here in my life. Thank you for being so encouraging, so inspirational every single time we talk. We may talk about her crafts. We may talk about old TV shows. We may talk about food. We love talking about food. We love talking to each other. That's what you need, okay? Having a strong relationship with your mom, having a strong relationship with your dad is what helps us get through life. Now, I want my relationship with my mom to improve and continue to improve. She's one of the family members I still talk to and still love, still have the strong eagerness to have a strong relationship with, a strong bond with. And she's a wonderful lady. And I continue to learn from her. Sometimes I don't want to learn from her, but I still learn from her. But then we got my cousin Devin. I'm very thankful for him. He's very inspirational, getting more and more involved in his community at church. And he's very wise in the word and very wise within the steps that God wants him to take. And you know what I've learned throughout my life, because my dad was a pastor and my cousin's striving and wanting and desiring that and has prayed to God about that. I am proud of them. I'm proud of the steps that my dad took as a believer in Christ, and I'm proud about the steps that my cousin is taking each and every day when he is progressing to become a pastor himself. Sometimes we got to believe and we got to trust in God fully, like not with an invitation of saying, God, I think I trust you, but trusting in him with the full capability that he's going to produce great things even when no one else shows up. Perfect evidence, nobody's here. We got to fully trust God, and that's what my cousin Devin's doing. He's fully trusting God, and he's giving God full custody, full reign of every single thing that he does throughout his day, throughout his life. I think it's tremendous. All right, I think he's good, and he's in good hands, most definitely. I am thankful for my Aunt Shannon. Okay, we talk, we we've had our strains where we don't communicate. But I'm thankful for her and for her to share her trip to Japan and her other trips with me throughout the year as well. And that was exciting for me because I was like, man, I want to go to Japan. I want to go to these places. But it's very encouraging when you see someone you love and someone you respect go to those places and enjoy. Now, she didn't really totally like 100% enjoy it like I would, good Lord. I would definitely enjoy Japan a lot more. But um, I'm glad that she got to experience it. All right. I'm thankful for my other family members too. All right. My sister Tiff, stepmother Amanda, I call her mainly Amanda. Both my nephews Axel and Tatum, and my brother Jeffrey and his kids, and we can even go with Cassie and her kids. Um, I could go on. I could go on stories talking about these people, but they're important to me. They're just I just don't communicate with them as much, and but I still love them. I still care for them deeply and stuff. Some of them is a little rocky, like Cassie and myself. We have a little bit of a past because words were said that she said about my dad and stuff that and this is YouTube. I really don't care if she sees these videos, but she said stuff about my dad that weren't true, and she just tried to make him into a bad person by saying, and she had an agenda, a nasty agenda, and I don't agree with her logic, but that doesn't mean that that's the way I have to do things. What I'm gonna do is just walk away from her, and if she needs me, I'll be here, but not really my number one goal in life is to catch up with people who want to drag my name through the mud and dirt. Um, but I'm thankful for those types of people, and I'm also thankful for people who I have met here in North Carolina that have helped me and have encouraged me to do things that that I may have not done. Former supervisor Rose encouraged me so much when I first moved here. It was crazy to think because when I first moved here, I was filled with joy. I was like, yes, I'm out of Indiana. I'm out of that slum. And I say mainly slum because I lived there my whole entire life. So the perception of life was condensed down to a small little drop, a drop of water. And I wanted to experience more because life has so much more to offer to us rather than just a small little sample of where we grew up at. And so I traveled here and I was full of joy, during the first couple of weeks. And then it turned into a thing of regret because I was like, what do I do now? Like, job connection hasn't went through and I'm sort of struggling with cash. And so things started getting a little rocky, getting a little hairy here. And I had job interviews with a few different places and every single one of them just fell straight down. Boom, 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 boom. And I was starting to get worried. I was like, man, I'm starting to not have money for food. I'm starting not to have money for this and this and this. And I'm also having vehicle issues. So things started getting worse and worse. So I had a job interview and with her, and we go into the office. We walk into the office so casually and stuff, and walk in there. She closes the door. She, has this interview paper and stuff with objective type questions on there with perspective. Get to know who you are and all this stuff, your work history and all this crap. And she asked me a couple questions off that paper. She stopped what she was doing. She looked me eye to eye contact. Woo! Eye to eye contact. She looked me dead in the eyes and she said, I'm going to ask you one more question, but it's not from this piece of paper. I'm going to ask you one more question, and that is, are you going to show up for work? I said, my answer was, that's the most important part of the job. I said, to show up for the job, that's the most important key element of the whole entire thing. I said, of course, I will show up to the job. She says, okay. I'm not going to ask you any more questions because I'm going to offer you the job right here, right now. I said, really? She said, yeah, I'm going to offer a job right here, right now. So she offered me the job on the position, or she offered me the position on the spot. I think that was just God answering. All right. Rose was a blessing to me. All right. I'm very thankful for her. And ever since I moved here, she has treated me like family. And I can go to her house anytime I want. She doesn't live that far away. She lives about 40 some minutes away. But I love going to Washington, even though, I have a history of falling down there. But I love going to Washington. I love capitalizing on those walks. The beautiful view over that water is just it's very epic. I want to go to some other areas down there because they have museums, they have different things that I can do. Um, I just love it. And then go to see her. She lives in the country, and it's just so beautiful. She has a beautiful dog and a beautiful puppy. The dog is a boxer, and he's just let's just put it this way: he's a little too much full of energy for me. All right, a little too much full of energy, and I just I'm not a fan of boxers, but he's a little too full much of energy, and every time he sees me, woo, he's just all hyped up, and he's ready to super kick me through a wall, and yeah, he drop kicks me every single time I see him, so pretty much. So he's cool, but from a distance probably. But I'm also thankful for my current supervisor, David. He's tremendous as well. Yeah, he's a good supervisor. Cares about his employees, treats them with respect. If we need a day off, he gives it to us. All right, as long as we don't abuse it, kind of thing. But the people that are on our team, for the most part, don't abuse it. We treat each other fairly well. Very appreciative of the team there as well. And I also talked to David, my good old supervisor, about football, and he likes to talk about college foot or college basketball and stuff, but I don't know anything about college basketball. So, I just go along with the flow. But it's cool to listen to people once in a while and get to know them rather than just hear yourself blabber on about whatever the A, B, and C elements are of life for you are, and it's cool to listen to somebody else's story. I'm also thankful for my job. Without my job, I wouldn't be able to live, and you know, it's sort of an important part of life is to be able to eat and provide for yourself, and to be able to, just do stuff. So I go on trips. I also play video games and stuff too. So I am thankful for my job. I'm thankful for my vehicle. Thankful for the vehicle I have. God gifted it to me at the right moment, at the right time. I was having truck difficulties with my transmission of my truck, and God gifted me that vehicle at the perfect moment, which only had slightly over 8,000 miles on it. And I was like, man, this is pretty much a brand new vehicle, but I got it for used car price, so I got a bit of a discount on it. Yeah, that's mainly what I'm thankful for. So family, my job, my career, my friends, my church, my community. I'm thankful for God. I'm thankful for um, continuously building up my friends and stuff. I stay close to myself, or I stay away from people a lot of the time. But you know I mean well. I don't mean, some people may take that as disrespectful, but I just like my space, kind of thing. And maybe next year I'll get more involved in my church again and start volunteering again and becoming a cameraman again and stuff. Who knows? But I'm thankful for my church. I'm thankful for my relationship with God. I'm thankful for my family. And I'm thankful for just people I've met here, and yeah. And now, what are you thankful for? There's nobody watching, but what are you thankful for? So I guess I'll put it in the, if I can. Well, I don't know how to do it on my phone, but Yeah. All right. So probably in a little bit I'll go make some coffee as well. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know. Oh yeah, and also I did the shot yesterday, or not yesterday. Oh yeah, it was yesterday. I did the shot where I got the hepatitis shot. Where is it? Right here. And he told me he was going to do it in the eye, but he didn't do it in the eye. But I got the hepatitis shot because I'm going to be making from plasma $160 more than I was before with plasma. So I'll be able to pay my loans and stuff off quicker and ultimately do better. You know, that's the key of this whole thing. Do better. Um, so nobody's watching. I'm tired of talking and I'm going to jump into a video game. Um, so let's do it. Spooky. Yeah, I could just leave that up like that too. I think it was like right now. Okay. It's a lot better with that on, isn't it? You can actually see me, and it's not blinding me either, but you know, I figure out it does, but all right. Time to game. Oh. All right, I think I'm gonna get me a cup of the last little bit of coffee that I have in here. All right, time to get some coffee, and then I'll go play a video game.
Alright. Who's ready to play a video game? Let's go play a video game anyways. Because nobody's answering, so. Alright. TV shut off like usual. Cool. Hello there, people. I don't know what I want to play tonight. Because Odyssey's getting on my nerves a little bit. Actually, I probably need to bring that in here too. Still haven't put my link. Alright, I'm back. Almost. You're gonna get. Alright, I'm back. Nobody's here. But that's okay. That's a little too far. There we go. Let's move closer to me. Sorry. I'll probably stay on here for, I don't know. I think it, well, it all depends on how many people show up and crap. So far, not really anybody stayed for any time. Game Pass, all games A to Z. Yeah, let's see what kind of games they have. Any games I'm interested in? A little to the left is a cozy puzzle game that has you sort, stack, and organize household items into pleasing arrangements while you keep an eye out for a blank. I don't think I would pay $9 for it. It looks interesting. I think I've seen previews up a little to the left. All right. Some of the other games on this lineup is, A Way Out, which A Way Out doesn't look too bad. Age of Empires. What is the detail like on Age of Empires? Excuse me. I'm sorry. Age of Empires 2 Definitive Edition. What is the 54 gigabytes? That's a big old game. Oh, they don't have any dang pictures. Come on, get some pictures on there. Let's see. What does it look like? 20 years ago. All right, get to the point. All right. A legend was born. Would you get to the damn point? I want to see what the game looks like. Hey, Nell, what are you doing? How are you? I'm okay now. I'm okay. Just sitting here looking at games, and soon I'll be gaming. Don't know if I want to play Assassin's Creed Odyssey tonight, because I've just been playing it too much. But I might play it. Oh, that's what Age of Empires looks like. It doesn't look bad. It looks cool to a point. It looks old fashioned. I was at the skate park. Well, holy crap, that's pretty cool. Do you skate? I mean, I can't skate with a crap, but seeing someone else do that kind of stuff is amazing. That is amazing stuff right there. That is awesome. Cool. That's awesome. You skate. That's freaking awesome, brother. Or Nell. That's pretty sweet. Can you do tricks? All right. Can you flip? Can you do a 360 or something? I don't know, lingo terms for, skating, but I think it's pretty cool seeing like, good old fashioned Tony Hawk in the ranks right here. All right. I love skating. That is awesome. That is awesome. I remember when I was younger, way younger. My dad got my sister Tiff, myself skateboards for Christmas, and we were, going to go skateboard a little bit because that's what he did when he was growing up. And he got me a Hot Wheels skateboard, which was very cool. It's a little tiny little thing now because I'm a giant now, but I remember my dad, he skateboarded a little bit, and I was like, yeah, he's pretty good at it. But me, I never was much for it. But I like to hear that other people are doing it. I would probably do okay with it. You just have to get the hang of it, kind of thing. Pretty fun. It's pretty cool seeing that or hearing that. All right, let's check the other games out. The Age of Empires, like number 4, I think it is. Let's see. Does the detail look any better? Man, 90 gigabytes. It got a lot bigger screenshots. Let's see what we have here. I don't know how I feel about it. Not sure how I feel about that game. All right, next row. No games I'm interested in. Next, Ark. They got 2 different Arks. They got Ark Ultimate Survivor and they got Survival Ascended. Yep, I haven't really played either one of them. They got Assassin's Creed Odyssey, Origins, Valhalla. That's it. So they do not have Syndicate, Unity, or Black Flag, or Mirage. They have the Astroneer, which is not currently on sale, but it might be on sale for Christmas, though. They got Banjo Kazooie, which I remember. I remember that game. Which one goes first? I think just like. I'm guessing this one comes last. Because the character is way different. First, second, third. Yeah, it looks Spyro. That's what it looks like. Looks like a Spyro type game. I had never played it. Batman, Battlefield, Battletoads, Black. Gameplay alert. This game has been fully tested to successfully play on your Xbox 360 console. Well, I have an Xbox One, so is it going to work on there? However, in some cases, you may see some minor irregularities with audio or video for brief periods. Interesting. There's Blinks, the time sweeper. That one reminds me of like Spyro too. It's a dang cat. Dante's Inferno. Uh, they don't really have recipe. Minecraft's on there. Okay, well, it's like a bust and a half, isn't it? Sure is. Nobody's here. Nothing. Been on here for an hour and 8 minutes, and I have 0 hours of watch time. Whee! What the hell that is? Mr. Beast. All right. I'll stay on for a little bit longer. I don't want to sit on here if nobody's like here at all, kind of thing. I'm gonna play Odyssey or something else. Odyssey's. Starting to get boring. 6 updates, damn. Syndicate is upgrading everything. What is this? What is this? What is this? Is that Syndicate? Yeah. What? The last Maharaja. Syndicate CM Punk, and then Jack the Ripper, and then material. Well. Oh, it's Susan Nicole. 31 gigabytes, man. So Syndicate's going up to what? 62. "60 frames per second update." Well, dang. Nobody's here still. Mm. Mm. All right, I'm gonna play Assassin's Creed Odyssey. I don't know if I'll play it tomorrow. All right, this is how it's gonna work. I'm gonna give that until 1:20, an hour and 20 minutes. So basically 6 more minutes, and if nobody has shown up by that point, I'm off of here. Because that's over 20 minutes that nobody's been in this at all. So I know I should continue doing well, but dooba 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 doo. Oh my God, he kicked him in the mouth. Okay. 16. So we got 4 minutes left, and this thing's taking a few seconds. So load in. Hopefully it loads quick. We got, yep, there they are. They're gone. Out of here. Out of here. Might be taking a while because the uploads. Let's see. All right. Peace. I know it's not 20, but I don't really care.